days, the ancestors say, the world was balanced. But balance is a calabash. Once cracked, it never holds water the same way again. One season, when the rains delayed and hunger began whispering to kings, strangers came from the great water. Their skin was pale like ash, their eyes sharp like hawks. They arrived in houses that floated and breathed smoke. They did not come with spears. They came with gifts. They brought mirrors that trapped faces, cloth that shone like new leaves, and thunder sticks that spoke louder than drums. They smiled and bowed and called the sons of the soil brothers. The elders warned, beware the hand that gives too much. But some kings did not listen. In a village where the baobab stood taller than memory lived a young man named Kofi, strong of back and clean of heart. He was known for settling quarrels before fists were raised. The spirits favored him. One night, when the moon was thin and careless, war came without warning. It was not the strangers who came first. It was neighbors, men who spoke the same tongue, men whose ancestors shared the same dust. They came with ropes instead of greetings, with fire instead of drums. They had been promised guns, salt, and gold in exchange for bodies. Kofi was seized. As his hands were tied, he cried out to the earth, but the earth was bound too. The old ones say that was the night fear defeated brotherhood. Kofi and many others were marched to the edge of the world, where the land ends and the restless water begins. There stood stone forts like open mouths. Inside them, the strangers weighed men the way traders weigh yams. Names were taken first, then dignity, then hope. They loaded the captives into the bellies of the floating houses. Men lay upon men. Breath fought breath. Death walked freely among them, choosing whom it pleased. Those who jumped into the water were welcomed by the ancestors, for the sea remembers all sacrifices. When the ships reached the other side of the world, the sun rose wrong. The land did not know their names. Kofi became boy, then property. His back fed fields he would never own. His sweat built houses he could never enter. But listen carefully, child of tomorrow. The strangers took bodies, not spirits. In the nights, Kofi sang the songs of home. In the fields, men whispered their true names into the soil. Drums were forbidden, so hearts became drums. Language was stolen, so memory became language. The elders say this is why the spirits never abandon them. Because a man is not enslaved the day chains touch his skin. He is enslaved the day he forgets who he is. And they never forgot. That is why the story does not end in silence. It ends with descendants who rise, who question, who remember, who look back at history and say, we were not born slaves. We were sons of the soil, and the soil still knows our names.